Hello guys, we will continue with writing XPath. In previous session, we got to know how to write the XPath by using the traversing function. Okay, na? Traversing means from parent to child to any particular web element. Today, we will learn something called a group by index. But before I teach the group by index concept, trust me, this is not at all entertained in company. We will never use group by index because the web elements index can change anytime. So if you mention the index as wrong, the entire XPath will break. But just for knowledge purpose, we will learn how to do the XPath using the group by index. So inside this betaform.de website itself, yesterday in our previous session, we learned about this about us tab. So we will write the XPath using the traversing itself. See, for we will go to the parent which is this div class header container. Okay, now double forward slash div of at the rate class is equal to header container and double forward slash we can go anywhere in the node directly to this font tag using this text context. See, we will copy this link itself and font of normalize hyphen space function is equal to within single quotes we have to mention the text. So let's check whether this XPath is working or not. This is absolutely working. But in previous video I told you that even if the results are 2 out of 2, this XPath will not break because it is pointing towards one particular web element. Today I will prove that using the group by index. How to use this group by index? So you should know some common things. These are not called as a common brackets. These are called as a parenthesis. And these are not square brackets. These are brackets. These are not flower brackets. These are braces. Please remember that because these are important when it comes to Java as well. So we have to write our entire XPath. We have to write our entire XPath within the parenthesis. And after this parenthesis, open and close the square bracket. Here you have to mention the index. And remember, in XPath, the index always starts from 1. Here, I will mention the index as 1. Let's check what will be our result now. See, our result is 1 out of 1 and it is pointing towards that particular web element itself. Then what if I make the index as 2? Let's check. See, the result is 1 out of 1 and again it is pointing towards the same web element. This is why I told yesterday that this XPath will never break even if the result is 1 out of 1. Okay, na? And one more thing, make sure never use your group by index concept. Like for example, I'll show you. Go to this amazon.in website and you are able to see these links over here when you highlight on this particular thing. Let's write XPath over here. Okay, na? So imagine when I'm trying to inspect over here by using the inspector that is getting highlighted. Those kinds of web elements are called as hidden web elements because these are not available yet in the DOM. Those will be available once you mouse hover over here. So how to inspect the hidden web elements? That I will cover in another video because that is very important concept and frequently asked in an interview. I will teach you multiple ways to do that. You can choose whichever is easier for you. But as of now, please concentrate. I will inspect it directly. So you got this snippet over here. Let's write the XPath. Double forward slash. The tag name is span of. We can use the text function. But before choosing which method, double click over here. There are no extra spaces towards the left and right. That means I can directly use the text method itself instead of normalize hyphen space is equal to within single quotes this text context. Let's search how many results. You can see that there are two results. See, I will mouse hover over here. The first result is highlighting over there. What about the second result? Let's go to the bottom of the page because there might be any link with the name Kannada. But as you can see, there is no link with the name Kannada. Then please understand that this second thing, whatever it is pointing towards, it is something called as a hidden web element. It is not available in this page at all. It is hidden. In these cases, you can use a group by index. So let's confirm where our web element is available. Within the parenthesis, we have to write our XPath, open and close the square bracket. As of now, let's use the second number as our index. Let's search and let's check whether that particular web element is getting highlighted or not. See, that is not getting highlighted. It means our index is 1. Whatever index is 1. Let's check whether that particular web element is getting highlighted or not. Mouse hover, press enter, that is getting highlighted. This is how you can use a group by index. But I also told you that this group by index is not entertained in company. Then how to resolve this issue if I am telling you not to use the group by index? Let's go for traversing. This is why I told you that traversing is an important concept. So first what we will do, instead of directly pointing towards a target over here, we will first highlight this entire section, and then from this section we will go over here. This will make sure that only that particular web element will get highlighted. Let's choose our parent one by one. See, this is considered as a parent, this is considered as a parent, and Li is also a parent. But observe, all these Li are siblings. Why they are considered as a siblings? If I highlight this one and extract this one, extract this again, this consists of a Telugu web element. See, it consists of a Telugu web element is over here. That is why Telugu web element, and it consists of Kannada web element. So that is why these things are considered as a siblings. We will consider one more parent. We can take the UL tag name over here, or else we will take this due tag. So the tag name is due. Any parent you can take, but make sure that do the traversing properly. Due tag at the rate class, at the rate class is equal to nav template. It is very big. In next XPath, we will use this. We will write this using contains double forward slash. Directly go to this span of text function is equal to within single quotes. Use this Kannada as a text. Let's check how many results are displayed. 1 out of 2 results. See, you can see that first result is highlighting towards there, second result is highlighting towards that particular web element. Again, that is hidden. You can go towards one more thing. So instead of highlighting over here, when learning Selenium, you will get to know that you can directly see in next video. I will teach that. First, you can write the XPath for this change language, and from here you can traverse to here. As of now, in this video, I will not cover that siblings concept because you will get confused. So let's try something else. So this was not getting highlighted. So let's try by using this one. Let's check whether that is getting highlighted or not. So just a traversing concept I'm teaching over here. Do not get confused even if the results are not 1 out of 1. So let's try for this at the rate id is equal to within single quotes now fly ICP, and directly from here we will go to this text span text is equal to Kannada. So let's check whether this one is getting highlighted to that particular section or not. As you can see, we got to know the results are 1 out of 1. Let's check whether that one is getting highlighted or not. You can see that that one is getting highlighted now. This is why choosing the parent is also most important thing. Here I have chosen the parent as this one. Again, this particular parent has a hidden item which we were not able to see. But when I have chosen this one as a parent, we got to know that It is pointing towards the web element that we want. See, here I have written the X path using the group by index, and I told that this is not entertained. And by using the traversing concept, we resolve the issue. This is why group by index is not at all preferred. Just for knowledge purpose, practice this, and never use this in a company and never use this in interviews as well. Even in interview, if they told you to write an XPath like this, if you use index, they will directly deny, saying that do not use index, write it without index. This is why traversing is important. Please practice.